Hi there, something a little different today from our usual cookery clips. I'm really excited to introduce you to these little gems, okay, the Milo Action Communicator, and explain why that's such a fantastic solution for scenarios where clear communication is vital, okay, not only from a safety point of view, but also to boost the progress of an outdoor sports lesson or to enhance your overall enjoyment of a whole range of sports, okay, whether it's on the piste, on the trails, or on the water. Now, it's been said that Milo Action Communicators are to walkie-talkies what GoPro was to cameras, and it really couldn't be more true. Okay, I purchased 2 Milo communicators last year to help keep tabs on my very active son. Okay, and it's been an absolute game changer. So to give you a little background into why I started to look for a solution like this, Leon is completely deaf in both ears, and he's been bilaterally implanted with Advanced Bionics cochlear implants. Now, this in itself is incredible technology. Okay, it allows him to have a great range of hearing and means that he'll be able to live a pretty normal life. And one of the great features of these processors is that you can take a signal from a Bluetooth device like TVs or tablets and send it straight through his hearing nerve. Advanced Bionics have also produced a range of microphones called the Roger or Roger Select, which are multi-directional microphones that can be placed on a table to highlight or block out certain speakers at the table. Okay, so let's say you want to focus on a person sitting next to you and block out everyone else, for example. Or they can be worn around the neck of the main speaker, teacher, for example, and this means that the important audio is prioritized over background noise. Now, I was quite excited to learn about this little tool, as Leon is an extremely active child. Okay, and although AB's technology is incredible and means that his hearing ability comes all the way down to a volume level of the thermostat looking on in another room, listening to his old man isn't a priority for him. Okay, so the idea that I would be able to speak directly into his brain right across the playground or the supermarket, for me, was going to be a game changer. Now, the Roger or the Roger Select works exceptionally well for the specific purpose that it was designed for. Okay, in classrooms, lecture theatres, a dinner table in a busy restaurant, etc. And we found it really, really useful. But what keeps me from using it on a wider context is that it only has a 10-meter range and it's a one-way device. So I started looking into some sort of Bluetooth two-way radio device to use while I'm skiing or biking with him, you know, to keep him safe. And although there's a wide range of things like motorcycle comms and various ski walkie-talkie style devices, there isn't much that was suitable until I stumbled across the Milo walkie-talkie. Okay, these are a one-of-a-kind device and really the perfect sports communicator. Now, originally designed for off-piste skiers, mountain bikers, kite surfers, they're a waterproof, hands-free walkie-talkie that's either worn around the neck with a strap or attached with this little action clip, okay, to any available strap or zip or clip on your jacket. Strap it onto your goggles or attach it to the handlebars of your bike. They're a perfect bike intercom. I haven't personally used them in the water yet, so I can't really comment on that, but I have had them wet quite a few times and it's never caused an issue. Now, you can connect up to 8 devices and they create their own private mesh intercom network. So there isn't any interference from other devices in the area and you don't need Wi-Fi or phone signal or anything like that to use them. When you speak, the audio is broadcast on the speaker of the other devices. So when you're in a group undertaking any kind of individual sport, it's as if you're all sitting around the table having a conversation. It's an absolute game changer for skiing in a group or even just trying to keep tabs on a small child hurtling down the mountain at great speed. The software is constantly being updated and your devices are all kept up to date with the new features as they're released. Now, having used the Milo walkie-talkie last winter skiing with Leon, I think every instructor would find these devices incredible for teaching. No more shouting across the mountain. It's virtually impossible to hear someone clearly from the other side of the piste. And what I found the most valuable was being able to say to Leon, lean forward a bit, look out for that skier coming from your right hand side, lift your hands up a bit, let's take the piste on the left at the next junction, or in most cases, slow down. You know, it's also great that he can wear this mini walkie-talkie so I can hear him say, wait for me, daddy, or tell me where he is if we get separated. You know, how much time have we all wasted standing on the side of the piste waiting for someone only to find out 10 minutes later that they're actually in front of us and they've been waiting at the next lift for 10 minutes. They aren't just a great ski walkie-talkie. I use mine to keep tabs on Leon most of the time when we're out and about. Okay, there's roughly half a kilometre line of sight range between the two devices, and because they use mesh technology, they all work as repeaters as well. Okay, so if you had 8 devices and connected them all up, spread them out in a straight line, maybe kite surfing or you know, the huge off-piste area, something like that, you could stretch that up to 4 kilometers, but everyone would still be connected. And that makes it a really good safety feature for off-piste skiing, when you're often taking on pictures one at a time or communicating easily in the case of an avalanche. The audio is really clear, and the noise reduction technology cuts out all of the wind interference, making it easy to listen to on the built-in speaker. But you can also connect the Milo via Bluetooth or USB-C to a headset, or in Leon's case we use it directly into his cochlear implant processors. So the audio is even clearer, and it's not broadcast all over the rest of the village, you know, or if you're in a crowd or if you're chasing your child around the supermarket or something like that. This is an absolute game changer if, like me, you're communicating with someone who's wearing a cochlear implant or a hearing aid that supports Bluetooth. Okay, the software can also connect the microphone to your headset, meaning that the placement of the Milo on your body isn't so important. Now, another feature that I really like is the proximity mute. Okay, as the linked Milo's communicators come into close range, okay, under about 10 meters, the speaker volume drops right down as it assumes that you're close enough to hear each other naturally, and this avoids any feedback from the devices. Okay, it's brilliant. The devices themselves are pretty bulletproof. Okay, there's only a few buttons, and unlike other mini walkie-talkies, these sports communicators are highly customizable via the Milo Link app. They also include an AI voice command tool, kind of like a narrator that tells you what's going on in the group, for example, who's connected or if someone's gone out of range.
You're in a group with
Murray,
but you're the only one online.
Okay, so you have a clear idea of who's listening. You can also start a one-to-one private chat with one member of the group by using voice commands. So it really is a complete hands-free walkie-talkie. You just turn it on with this button on the back. There are some volume controls, menu button for adjusting settings and connecting Bluetooth. And the big button in the center here is the Milo button. It's the mute button for the mic. Okay, so once you've got it up and running, this is generally the only button that you'll need to press if you need to mute or unmute the mic. But it's big enough to use with gloves on. Most of the time I just use the voice commands anyway. So definitely check them out. I've set up an affiliate link below, or you can screenshot this QR code and it will take you directly to the product page of your local Amazon store, where you can check them out in more detail for yourself. I'll be getting a third one this winter for my wife so she can join the conversation, and I genuinely think that these mini walkie-talkies will add a huge amount of value to any active sports instructor's lesson. Okay, having the ability to have a clear two-way radio contact with your client without the distraction of fumbling with traditional kind of walkie-talkie devices will be a game changer for correcting their technique at the time when they're making a mistake and you know, and need your support. It means your client will have a much more productive lesson, progress faster, and you're more likely to be recommended for your skills as an instructor to someone else. Okay, and whether you have a Bluetooth connectable hearing device yourself or do sports with someone who does, these little devices can really do wonders for having clear communication between hard of hearing users and hearing people alike. I really can't recommend them enough, so check them out. Thanks for watching. See you soon.